Good num num numbing. Hello YouTube, I hope you're all doing well. We're back with more Granblue Fantasy Relink. Last time we left off, we've essentially finished the main story. I say essentially because we got this chapter 0 with a cross through it, or like just chapter 0, I'm probably going to be calling it for most of this stream, to do, which is kind of like a post-game but sort of not. Like Roland is still stuck in Otherworld, or whatever that other realm was that the evil version of Bahamut was in. And we're doing little things around. Off screen, I said I was going to do some grinding, and I did a little bit, but I didn't make it much of a priority, because I was too busy just, you know, enjoying the game. So like, my main squad is like level 61 across the board, but the person that matters, Id, is still level 46. And Cagliostro, as fun as she is to mess with, I probably won't worry about her too much until characters start like max leveling and I can just kind of mess around a little bit more. I'm pretty happy with the main squad we've got. These main four, they fuck, they're good. Additionally, I'm not sure how post-game's gonna feel or go.
You ready to
Yeah, let's go. If it ends up being like kind of whatever, I will do it off stream. And just make this my off-stream game. Yeah, we have to have Eid for this quest, so someone's got to get benched. And I'm telling you now,
You wouldn't leave your sister behind.
I'm not leaving my sister behind. You heard her. Let's go. Sorry, I was just double checking everything. Alright, let's go. Also, I got a new sword for Id, as you can see, he's got this giant stick staff thing.
Sounds simple enough.
It will be. Combat's your forte, isn't it?
Okay. Perish.
Hang on. Here we go. And everything builds up his demon gauge, basically, and then once it's full, he goes into the dragon form. I like that the aura this is generating is like making Catalina's hair start, well, everyone's hair start flowing. Damn! Okay, that's a signal combo if you can build it up. Alright guys, let's go. Sorry, it has actually been a smidge since I last played it. So I'm just kind of reminding myself and feeling it out again.
And there's our gobbers. I'll make this quick. Just what I needed.
Understood.
You're dead meat. Atta girl, Catalina.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. This guy's just raw berserker talent.
Look out! Here comes the backup brigade.
We'll manage. Keep hitting them all.
Dang, I see through you. Glad you're on our side now. This is a cakewalk.
Except he's you know, nowhere near as strong as the other party members, but sure.
That's that. Let's grab the stuff and get out of here.
This should be it. Let's move on.
Something's watching us. Stay sharp.
I am also super curious if you can get the other baddies playable.
More goblins. But they shouldn't be much of a threat.
I don't know. Kind of weird you're attacking with such a small band.
Agreed. Though I don't sense reinforcements.
Fabled, I have seen. I know what you're talking about, and they look. I mean, I have negative interest in Aventine. He just looks like, well, what I kind of expect in a lot of ways.
Brace yourselves, everyone.
But Acheron is holy shit. Acheron looks like the business in Star Rail. But yeah, for those who don't know, as of this live stream, the leaks for 2.1 Honkai Star Rail are out, so I will probably be talking about it here and there as we go through the stream, because it's kind of wild.
Just like we practiced.
So,
I mean, there's also Gallagher for all the people that care, because, you know, 4-star healer. It's a 4-star healer other than Natasha and Lynx, so I appreciate the fact that that's even a thing to be an option.
Just have to keep looking. Let's go.
I say reruns. Yeah, some of the reruns might be a bit hard as well. For me, I'm only interested in Acheron because, as I've mentioned many a times, I'm turbo in the have all Raiden variants mode. I have Raiden Mei, I have Raiden Shogun, so of course I'm getting Raiden fucking Acheron. Acheron's ult being that she drags an enemy to an alternate dimension and then just solos them. Like, your rest of your party don't join you into that alternate dimension. Acheron goes alone with all the enemies. It's like, okay. She's that kind of like, she's got the dog in her. You know?
Hey, did you guys see that? Something big just flew by.
Not part of the brief, not part of our problem.
The real difficulty is that I want Acheron, but Firefly is 2.2, and I really want Firefly.
Let's take it out before it notices us. I'll do it.
I'm so thankful for this crew.
Next one's all mine.
Leave it to me.
Right?
So precious.
Oh, it's one of the bloody fucking collectible crabs. I haven't even looked. I'm pretty sure the guide's out now, but I haven't even looked at where all the crabs are, the secret crabs. But the reruns are Lucia and Topaz. I thought it, was it Lucia? I thought it was, Tan Hung. Or Tien Hung. Or has Tien Hung, like, already been and gone? I can't remember. I think Tien Hung's already been and gone, so it might be Lucia. No, because Tien Hung is with Sparkle. No, yeah, so that might be Lucia.
More of them. Here they come.
Something's wrong. They're all running, but
Let's
not
do
from us.
this. Doesn't matter. We came here to do one thing. Destroy them.
What are they made of?
No!
You have no
On my mark!
Oh, where is it? Oh, hang on. Of course, they kill everything. It's almost like my main squad are in the level 60s, and that enemy was level 40. Oof.
I don't know, but it looks like our hunch was right.
Okay.
Oh, right, yes, that one.
Thank you.
I'm really... we spent so long in the Sancho Lawfu, to be honest, a lot of them, like, their names started to blend together. It's not even because, like, it's, like, a different cut, like, different style of doing names or anything. It's just that we were there so long that they all started to, like, blur into one a little bit. Oh, we have to pick up the goods first before we can go on. Okay.
That's 2 of 3.
Big Thunder Man. That's what I should have said.
One more.
Didn't know you were such a poet. That wasn't half bad.
Oh, Catalina. You sounded just like Sierra.
What's this?
Wait, no, my sense of humor is far less pun reliant.
I don't get it. Something humorous just now.
Oh, it's
Oh, it.
Let's
break
see.
your brain over a little joke.
What joke?
Oh,
Enough
it.
messing around. There's the last supply pack.
We have to take out these
The checker
goblins.
player.
Get back!
Hit them now!
Allow me.
What was that? Stay alert.
Oh, boss time. I don't know. If you don't know, I don't know.
No way! Nobody said anything about a griffin.
Well, this explains why the goblins were fleeing. No one wants to be griffin lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're a goblin and a monster's coming at you, literally called Goblin Eater, yeah, you're leaving. You're not hanging around. Crazy concept.
I take you. Look upon your final moment.
Turn up the heat! They will perish.
Oh, I wish I was playing Maya, but just because it's the id extra story that I kind of have to play as him.
Shine is one! Absolute zero!
Got the edge. Keep it up and the day will be ours. There's There's no telling what it will do with its back acquired. Be careful. Good. Proceed with caution.
Oh, we're kicking this thing's ass. I'm not that concerned, Catalina.
Get out of its path.
Catalina?
And I can just keep on firing fireballs in Devil Trigger mode, so it's fine. But yeah, we also did with Star Rail. You know what's then next? We get through Acheron, Aventine, and Gallagher. 2.2 is Firefly and Robin. Like, oh god.
Thanks.
We won it down. A few more shots and Bird Brains is done.
And Sunday's potentially 2.3.
Breaking leg. Back off. You're mine.
Damn it. I was trying to get out of the way.
This is, I swear, perfect.
Fuck, I was trying to get out of the way. But damn it, it.
On the way. You're not down yet.
Not what I had in mind.
Never enough.
Your time's up.
Yeah, I'm super interested in Wuthering Waves. I don't know how much I'll play it because I've got so much else going on. But I really hope it works out for the team and it's a good blistering success for them. Because Punishing Grey Raven, even though I didn't play too much of it, I thought that game was super interesting.
Mission, quest complete. Now to bring the items back to the client.
Yeesh, you're all business, huh?
Go easy on him. He's still new to all this.
Oh, Jesus, Rosetta.
Hey,
It's the same with that,
thanks a million.
oh, I forget what it's, like, what brand it's tied to, but it's like another open worldy kind of thing. Like an open worldy kind of gacha game that looks kind of interesting. That's, like, in development. I doubt I will play too much for it because there's too many. I'm already into too many gachas, that being 2. You know, like I will eventually draw a line and be like, okay, this one I'm playing, this one I'm just not. You know. You should be thinking id.
You should be thanking it. Yep, we couldn't have done it without him.
Well, I mean, we would have done it a lot easier without him, but for the sake of the story.
Id, the citizens of Tempeel would be honored if you kept serving our city. And I'm sorry that I ever doubted you.
Are you serious? They went from, no, you can't replace Roland. Roland's too much of a figure, you're just a complete stranger, to one quest, and then going, no, sorry we doubted you. It'd be an honor to have you.
Sorry.
Me, your face before, gosh, just here. Well, I used to do Data Life Spirit Pledge as well, but I ended up completely dropping that.
Happy to help. Right, Id?
Yeah.
Syria? When did you learn to speak Id? I mean, doesn't he remind you of a certain someone?
Why are you looking at me?
Right? I've heard rocks who talk more than these two.
I speak plenty, I think.
I speak plenty. I think. Don't worry about it. You know what they say. Silence is golden.
Verna, you're trying to tell me to keep quiet.
Exactly. You might not talk the talk, but you certainly walk the walk.
Bruh, we just started.
Safe in your hands.
And I'm also wary because Zenless Zone Zero is only so far away, and I'm curious about that game. No worries, just make Roland proud.
No worries. Let's make Roland proud.
We owe that guy our lives. Least we could do is help him with the housekeeping.
Yep. Not to mention we even found his journal.
Quinky Dink.
It truly is a priceless keepsake. His memories are etched across these pages.
He must have been super busy putting out fires to drop this and not even notice.
I don't know. Our boy Roland sounds exactly like the type to have his head in the clouds.
You know, if we keep running errands, maybe we'll find more of his belongings.
Oh, is this how this chapter works then?
Point. I retracing his footsteps.
Just do all of Roland. Is it just going to be revisiting all the past areas to pick up little things of Roland to then learn more about what he was on about and then drag him out of like the abyss realm he's in?
One point I would like to emphasize.
What?
Skill wasn't the only reason Roland was so beloved. There was also the way he carried himself. How gentle he was.
That's for sure. I'd ask Roland for directions in a heartbeat. On the other hand, you always look like you just sniffed a garbage can.
As poetic as always, Io. Sometimes I forget that Io is literally a child, so so her viewpoints and her way of describing things is that of an 11-year-old.
So what should I do?
So that white form of hers, or at least something of the descriptor. Either way, if you've seen her technique, she can insta-kill small enemies by literally transforming into that other form temporarily. There's clearly a lot going on with her. My more theory is that like when she like unsheaths her sword, that's when like the power escapes it, so to think, which is what affects her the way it does. And when the sword's sheathed, it keeps her power in check, which is why she then has like the purple hair and whatnot.
You could try smiling more.
Okay.
That's how someone would smile if they were sitting on hot coal.
Oh, I know! Id, why don't you try acting like Roland? We can start with how he talks. Just leave it to Mr. Fix-It.
Uh-oh.
Now your turn.
I like how everyone in this party is humouring Io. Just humouring this child. It's just like, alright, and now they all look at Id.
Just leave it to Mr. Fix-It.
The admission she didn't say Firefly because she didn't have a choice. Yeah, that's what I mean. It might be like when she unsheaths the sword, the power escapes it. I mean, if you look at the glimmer of a fight you see before Black Swan drags you away, like the fight between Acheron and Sam, her sword is sheathed. She's beating him over the head with the sheath of the weapon. She doesn't draw her sword once during the fight. Black Swan drags you out of there before you could potentially witness that.
Wow. We've got a long way to go.
Chapter 0 continues, Skybound Heart. Or 0 with a cross through it. Required an age journal. Journal first, do you want to read it? Oh, Jesus. Okay, we got a ways to go. Oh, Jesus. Why'd you have to say that? New grade from Novice Skyfarer to Veteran Skyfarer. You may now join online quests of the following difficulty. Hard, very hard, and extreme. Hard quests and difficulties been unlocked, giving you new quests to challenge. You've also earned 20,000, a crewmate card, a helitroop urn, a lot of fortitude crystals. People's Trust in Id has opened up new requests. Be sure to help out Sky Dwellers throughout Zega Grande.
That wasn't so bad. What's next?
Do I have to keep him in the party, or
I'm ready to fight.
can I do this now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look on the left. Uh-oh, a whole bunch of Fate episodes just got unlocked. You can now trade Dahlia badges for items. Badges are obtained from quick quests that come in gold and silver. Vouchers are required to transmute new sigils. Vouchers can be used at the shack to obtain sigils at random. Uh-oh. It's funny how you beat the game and then you unlock the rest of the game. Squeezing out any Jada Cat outfits. Yeah, it's going to be brutal because I want to get Acheron and her signature light cone. And then I like immediately have to start preparing for Firefly like 6 weeks later.
If you've got the vouchers, I've got the sigils. Never hurts to have some backup, right? Appreciate the support.
Like, oh, like it's going to be a bit of a brutal. Finish the jobs Roland started, 2 of 8. Oh, jeez. masteries. Oh, we have unlocked the new page. Now we've unlocked hard mode. Obtain very hard quest difficulty to unlock. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what we've got available to us. Now we've got a whole bunch of new... Oh, Jesus Christ, there's so many skills. Extends the duration of hostility granted and defense down by utter devotion. Boost the damage dealt by Kyokusa Soigetsu. 50-52. One more reason to grind, I might... yeah, I have the day pass, I call it. Oh, okay, so I don't think you actually unlock new skills anymore. You just get boosts for them.
Good stuff. Not bad. Can't wait to test this out.
God, fucking so many points.
Nice.
Do you think Zenless, Wuthering, or Mugen runs upstage Star Rail? I don't really know, but it's not also something I'm really thinking about. I think they will all just do their own thing and be fine, if I'm being honest. Beats by finding secrets. Just in my finds also a good way to strengthen your characters. You can quit a chapter at any time. Okay, so we've got chapter select. Nice. Oh, thank God it keeps track of what's available to be picked up. This is 6 of 6 chests, but we're missing a pickup crab. There's 20 chests. Uh-oh. So let's do that. 25! 45! Ah, no! And then, alright, so that's 6, so... Okay, so I can start on the NG Plus 100% stuff.
Right.
Okay, these are hard horde mode missions.
Would you take this one? It's in your hands now.
I think I think Zenless will do super well, regardless, because it's it's the company that's tied to it now, you know. It's a Hoyoverse game, so I think it will just do well because they've got that notoriety on them. Wuthering Waves, I don't think it'll do the numbers that any Hoyoverse one. I think Hoyoverse have got too much of a dominance on the market, if I'm being blunt. Even like unbiased, I think they just do. But I think it will do well. And Mugen will probably be in the same boat. But I think a lot of them will just kind of stand on their own and carry on to do so regardless.
I'll handle the whole circus, huh? Keep on your toes. The ship's a sitting duck. Use one of the ether cannons on the deck and defend us.
God, the music in this game, I know I keep bringing it up, but the music in this game is genuinely like the stuff of Legends. It's so good. It's like my favorite soundtrack in recent times. It's so fucking just heavy and just hits. Oh, I completely fucking whiffed. There we go. Bam! You've got these black hair, white cat. We're looking characters on Star Rail 2. Oh, I haven't seen that. I'm curious about what that is, 'cause I haven't seen it at all.
Life is a dance. Monsters. You ready?
Then I don't like keep super on leaks. It's usually just what ends up on like my feed on Twitter. Whatever ends up on like my main feed, I'm just like, oh, okay. The same with Genshin. I don't really pay too much attention to them because I don't want to end up like potentially spoiling myself too much. Especially when like story leaks inevitably drop. Like the moment I said, oh yes, the early concept design for Natlan's Archon's been leaked, I was like, you know, I don't really... I have seen it, but I don't really want to, like, dig into that, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to end up, like, spoiling something. I want it to be a surprise. And all the rest when it eventually, when we eventually get there. And although it seems like it's a long way away still, because it is kind of a decent way away, it won't feel that long away because we've got Penacony's story to do right now. You know? And once Penacony's story is done, we'll be, like, an update or two away from Natlan. Potentially. Like, it's going to be kind of constant. We've also got the anniversary, the first year anniversary stuff coming up for Star Rail. I think we hit it in the next update, because I think it was in April it originally released. I say I think because obviously I joined in on console, so I joined in when 1.4 dropped, which was quite some time later. But it would line up, and you know why I figured that out without having to like check anything? Because Genshin celebrated its first year anniversary in 2.1, and so you can line it up, and you can put them together, and be like, ah, yes, it makes sense. Nice. Trader's honesty. They do it without context, so you can usually get away with it. If anything, I think Star Rail's 2.0 music video was more spoilery, because they reveal that Aventine has some kind of, like, demon extra form, and they show a bunch of cutscenes of Firefly that we haven't seen yet, which kind of gives away that she's still alive.
I am strong.
Okay, that was a very simple quest to kind of proper warm myself up. Am I going to get the S++? Yeah! Nice. And for the Genshin trailers, some of them deliberately misguide you. Guru would be interested in taking a closer look at it.
Looks like you've got the hang of handyman work now, Ed.
Even though it's not in our party.
I know so. Everyone in town says they can come to you with their problems.
Aw.
Oh no.
Like, I think it was 4.1, where, like, a part of the trailer makes out that everyone's gonna turn on Nervalet once they realise who he is, and then you play the trailer, it's like, actually, no, it's talking about an event from 500 odd years ago where they first doubted him. And, like, that's it, and you're like, huh, okay.
What do you think? Right. This one.
Oh, if you can hear a quiet noise in the background, I've got both my cats sleeping next to me, and one of them is a little snorer. They were being super needy, so I've got to let them in my room. Well, they're always being super needy, but today I felt generous.
Now, to battle.
And certain socks, the older of my two cats, she snores like a trooper.
Intimidate ya. Look alive! We've got company!
I won't lose this.
Let's go! Okay, let's keep it up! Good
Understood.
Work. You keep it up, and we'll
The
finish the
butterfly
next wave in
emerges.
no time. Nabby alert! It's go time! Infinite wonder!
Get this will teach ya.
Go down! I'll fix you!
Oh, thank you. The pond settles. Come,
Eat
cut them
this!
down.
Strike as one!
What fierce attacks.
You're amazing, Zeta.
Nice.
I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate ya. How many of them
Without
are there?
darkness.
Don't let them swarm you!
A great boon.
Them down. Both for the ranks.
As I said, like, it's genuinely going to be wild, like, people are just super into Hoyoverse games in general. Because, like, Penacony's story is currently going. Once Penacony's done, we'll be an update or two away from 5.0 Genshin. But you know what's also this year? Fucking Zenless.
The butterfly emerges. No mercy. Fall. Our current path will lead to victory.
You're not the first person to say something like that, which does make me curious. I think what it's going to be is not necessarily quantum. I think in, like, Genshin's verse, so to speak, it's going to be like an abyssal power that they're going to, like, label or refer to it as.
Attack them now! Let
Winter has come.
You're amazing.
Come with me.
And I hope so, because I'd love like for an abyssal-esque element to add to
Into
it.
the fray.
Hey, one man, hope you're doing well, dude.
Deadly and graceful.
You must be describing yourself.
Also, Narmaya immediately with the Riz game. Did you guys catch that during that? Catalina was like elegant and graceful. And she went, oh, you must be describing yourself. Like, alright, Narmaya, calm it down with the Riz.
Farewell.
Oh, actually, now I have both of you in at the same time. Something that was on my mind, because it cropped up, I think it was during that Star Rail stream, where like it kind of exploded and had loads of different people in chatting, and I had to kind of keep on top of it. Although I wouldn't be able to pay either of you, because, you know, I don't make any money of this, would either of you be interested in being a moderator? Or having moderation privileges? So, if people come in and start breaking rules, which if you're curious about them, they're in the description, it's easier to keep on, like, on top of, because it's not just me keeping an eye on it. I wanted to wait until both of you were in, because I wanted to ask both of you. It's cool if no. You know, don't feel like you have to. What do you gotta do this for free?
Yes. Oh dear.
That's it.
So then.
One at least. Well, don't feel like you have to.
Yes.
Oh god, they've changed how it was since the last time I put someone on moderator. They used to just be, you press the button and it's active. Hang on, give me a second. I will... put you both as standard. There's like managing one, but it's like, no. I'm too much of a control freak. That's for me. I think I've set you both to moderators. The managing one, like, this one's like allows you to change like live chat to like all chat and slow chat, and it allows you to change rules and block words and whatnot sort of stuff. And I was just like, I can do that, thanks game, thanks system.
Yes, can I help you?
Friends not anyway. Well, I appreciate it anyway. It's not like you have to be like rule master gatekeeper sort of thing. It's literally just if people start like breaking stuff and I miss stuff and you catch it, you can just be like, alright, that guy just mute. Time to cuss. No!
Would you take this one? Please be careful.
It's the same, it's just fair. Every mod I've ever had on this channel, it has been the same way. I've just asked, and it's been like, hey, are you up for it? I can't pay you. Like, I can't pay you like it's hired work because I'm earning money off this, but if you want to do it, it's just like helping out, I'd appreciate it, you know? Benedict. Oh, it said Horde, didn't it?
Enrage the tigress. Suffer
Yes.
her claws. No one's fired back. Thank you.
Nothing I can.
Succumb.
Most of this stream, I think, is just going to be doing quests, so we'll kind of divide it out and see how it goes, because we've unlocked a whole new grade worth of quests. And doing him also feed back into the chapter progression or trying to find all the collectibles and whatnot. And we've got chapter selects we can do to try and get collectibles.
Rain on the hill to breathe. Dance of the pink petals. Come now.
Also, I've seen footage of people being at level 100 but no higher, so I'm pretty sure 100's the cap. But I've also seen people hit level 100 and then go, okay, now the game's begun. So I think it's going to be one of them, where it is like once you're max level, then you unlock the real shit. Which, to be fair, like everyone, it's not just me anymore that is saying it. Everyone I keep seeing saying this game gives huge Monster Hunter vibes in the sense of like the real game begins once you finish the story, which is a huge Monster Hunter thing to do.
I won't lose focus.
Compared to content already. Oh well, thank you. So I'm trying to like do both. No sad spoilers.
Let's keep it up.
Yeah, thankfully, like my channel's quiet enough in a sense where I don't have to worry about people spoiling or things like that too often. Funnily enough, the only time I've ever like had people outright jump in and spoil things directly was when I very first started like streaming. The very first game I did was Danganronpa, and someone came in saying, "Oh, have you got to the bit where like this character's dead yet?" And I just immediately timed them out. I was just like, "Use your eyes. Can you see where I am in the game? Can you see where I am in the game? Lose your fucking eyes."
I'll do my best for you. Wind in the fields. No mercy.
Put them on ice.
Impressive.
Full stream, honestly. Yeah.
Do my best.
Soar.
Honestly, like, the amount of streamers that are bigger that went to do Danganronpa and then had a terrible time because chat kept backseating or spoiling shit, I'm like, I'm glad I got to enjoy it with a smaller audience of people that were a bit dedicated, but also prepared to, you know, let's be honest, shut up and just kind of let me figure it out and not just spoil things.
Foam on the sea.
And it was also then super fun on the revisit where, well, people couldn't do that because it was a revisit. I knew what I was doing.
Relic, Captain. Never fear. Great support. Your hero is here.
But I can't imagine having a big audience and playing a game that has like a super like loud, dedicated fan base. Like, I think playing like a Persona game on stream would be a nightmare, honestly. I wouldn't be able to play Persona 5 at all without like a bunch of Akechi stands coming in and getting on my ass.
Take this. Keep your wits about you.
Okay, goes to the yes.
I'll take the vanguard.
Revisit streams are legendary. Yeah, I really enjoyed them. Honestly, I know I haven't done a revisit like a game since, but we had so much fun with that it really did put in my mind doing more. Playing games where I know exactly what I'm doing allows us to kind of just like shoot the shit a lot more. You know, like, I love playing games blind and experiencing new things with you guys, but when it was a game I know exactly what I'm doing, we can just kind of shoot the shit and like mess around more and just make silly jokes.
You better watch out. Wind in the field. Still enemies left, but you can take them. Thank you, Captain. Let us take
Winter
them.
has come.
You have my respect. There's way more where that
Let's just focus on the path ahead.
For big streamers watching any in particular, my main go-to is usually Reign of Ayers Jr. I really enjoy a lot of his streams. And his sense of humor is really fucking broken, like mine. Like, he finds things that really aren't funny hilarious, and I'm like, I do that. Like, and he knows they're not funny, and he knows his sense of humor is just broken. And it's just like, sometimes like one dumb thing will go, and you'll just pause for a second, and you see it like hit him. But it's like, he's probably like my main one I go to, because I don't get that much time to watch a lot of other people. Like, anytime I catch one man streams, like because he's in chat, so I must bring him up, it's usually in post. Like, it's usually like after the stream's done, and I can just kind of skim and scan for it to see what was interesting and whatnot, because I don't really get the time to watch it live half the time, because I'm just too busy with other stuff. Whilst Ray, he's extremely consistent with his stream schedule and upload schedule, because every stream he does, he uploads to YouTube at the exact same time the next day, with any downtime edited out. So like, if he takes a toilet break, that's edited out of the YouTube upload, so you just get the content, so to speak.
Yes, can I help?
So it's a lot easier to just kind of watch in my own time. Sister, something's pretty tricky to manage. To be fair, Ray has a team. He has a editor called Light. He has a thumbnail artist that he commissions to draw the thumbnails, of like basically drawing him into whatever game he's playing for the thumbnails. He has a dedicated moderation team that literally work for him, that he pays and everything else. He also runs a shop with his wife and has employees in that shop and that business, so he has a constant source of income to constantly pay out and keep on top of the content going back out into it. So it's a constant like feed and give. Like, he's extremely successful.
This one, yes?
Yeah, he owns FramerateMerch.com with his wife, and they have 2 dedicated employees within it. he has his a warehouse of like all the stuff they sell. And they do well. They trade internationally. I know I'm sounding like a promotional man, but I don't mean to be. But yeah, they do pretty goddamn well for themselves. But he's also, it's not something he made overnight. People like sit there and go, man, I wish I had that. And it's like, you don't understand. This man's been doing this for over a decade. This man's worked his ass off to get where he is. You know?
Big sister will help you fight.
And then having his own store line. Like, you know, not doing what most streamers do when they want to sell merch, but having to reach out to have his own store line so he can just promote it whenever he wants and not have to worry about sponsorships and whatnot. Like, that's living the dream. To literally have your own business and still just to get the fuck around playing video games on the side, you know? To literally be a CEO of a business with your wife, like, hell yeah, dude. That man's living the dream. And like I said, I genuinely enjoy a lot of his streams and content. Not all of them, the only streams I don't really like is that the man just doesn't like Sonic, and it's fair enough, everyone has their own opinions, but every now and then, he hasn't done it in a while, but like there'll be like a sub-goal for him to suffer for a Sonic game, and I find him a little cringy-ish to watch, because it's like, well, he clearly doesn't enjoy it. And it's like, I just don't find those kind of streams fun. He clearly finds the game kind of meh or boring or whatever.
Let's keep it up. Thank you.
So he's done 06 because everyone's done 06, so it's the easiest thing to like drag. He did the worst port of Sonic Adventure 2, the infamous Steam port. He did the worst port of Sonic Colors, the infamous Switch port. And then he played fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, and it's like, yeah, of course he doesn't like it. He's played literally the bad ones, but you keep making him. Everyone keeps on like sub-goaling and voting to get him to play really bad ports and like bad Sonic games. It's like, this man's never gonna, you're never gonna convince him to like this series at this rate. Come on. Yeah, I know you would, because you're like the only person I know who genuinely likes Shuffle. I say that, I don't think Shuffle's as bad as some people make it out to be. I just think it's one of those games where if I had to pick a party game, it would never be the one I think of.
Small wings may beckon a storm. Butterfly effect. Moonrise.
First it was,
I'll end them.
The thing with 06 is that 06 has great level design, interesting character stories when it's not Sonic, and a lot of interesting concepts. It's just held together with rusty, half-broken paper clips. And so the game becomes a complete fucking mess. And the proof of this is the fan project, Project 06. Project 06 just fixes the game's problems, and it's one of the best action platformer games available to play. Then that's all it fucking did, is just fix it. And suddenly the game's a blast. It's like, the magic was right there, but because the game was rushed out the door, because it had to hit the anniversary, it had to come out on the 15th anniversary, it just fucking died. It's not Forces. Yeah, Forces was just the suffering of creative burnout and no budget and no time. And instead of making that was something too ambitious that ended up glitchy like 06, they instead went for keeping it simple and straight to make sure they hit all the deadlines. It was also the straw that broke the camel's back though, because it was when Sonic Team finally got really pissed off and demanded things got changed. And then they didn't even get what they wanted. They had to, the producer had to threaten to fucking quit just to get Forces to be delayed by a whole year so they could actually make it what they wanted it to be. And lo and behold, Forces was then, Frontier's story was then extremely successful and really good and one of the most fun video game experiences I've had in years. And I don't say that lightly. Sonic Team have always had the potential in them, they've just never been given the chance.
Keep it up.
Like, genuinely, Silver's story in 06 is interesting, but undercooked because the final chapter just kind of comes and goes where it just had to be rushed. Shadow's story feels like an actual conclusion to his arc that they set up in SA2. It's just Sonic's story where it's just rescue the princess, oh no, the princess has been kidnapped again, oh, rescue the princess, oh no, she's been kidnapped again, rescue the prince, oh no, she's been... And it's the whole story, and it's like, please, please do something more with my boy, please, I'm begging.
It's over
Oh damn, I think we perfected that. I wasn't even... Of course, the mission where I'm not paying attention is the mission where I perfect it. Because, I mean, like, if I went through just main entries, I'm just talking main entries, because spin-off's a whole nother can of worms. Sonic 1 and 2 were, like, the only ones that where, like, everything they wanted to do was in it, except even Sonic 2 had a lot of scrap content, but it was still, like, a fully completed game in terms of what they wanted to do. Sonic 3 got split in half because of a promotional deal with fucking McDonald's that required Sonic 3 to be out before the merch line was out, and the merch line, McDonald's refused to budge on when they would do their merch line. So that's like the problem started there. Like Sonic 3 is easily the best 2D Sonic game, and it's not even close. But only if you play the whole of Sonic 3, as in S3 and K, because the and Knuckles is the second half that got cut off just to meet deadlines.
I don't know how to describe it.
Adventure 1, anyone that tells you it's glitchy, I guarantee you have played the Steam version, and that's why they say that, or have only played the Steam version. Sonic Adventure 1 has this awful trouble where every single port of it is built off the back of the previous port instead of being fresh. What I mean is the GameCube is built off the Dreamcast's version, but then the Xbox version, or sorry, the original PC version is built off the back of the GameCube version and not the Dreamcast version. But then the Xbox 360 uses the PC version, the PS3 uses the 360 version, then the Steam uses the PS3 version. So it's a port of a port of a port of a port of a port. So it's just got less stable the more they do it. It's almost like if you like copy and paste the same coding and then use that as the baseline to copy and paste the next one, it just gets less and less and less stable. So it's like if you want to play Sonic Adventure and enjoy it, either the GameCube version, or if you can help it, get the original Dreamcast where it's, you know, not glitchy at all. Some glitches that people say are synonymous with Sonic Adventure literally do not exist in the original Dreamcast release. It's only because it's like the ports of just layer upon layer upon layer and so lazily done that they just got worse and worse. And Adventure 2 kind of suffered a similar fate. The only luxury is that SA2, Sonic Adventure 2, has had less ports in total, so it's degenerated far less. You know? It's had less in total, because it never had, like, after the GameCube release, it never had a standard PC release. It was straight to 360. And then the 360 and PS3 version came out together, so they were a shared port, not a PS3 came after and was a port of the 360 version, and then it was the Steam one. So they skipped the original PC release, and they skipped having another port on the 360 PS3 generation. Yeah, I like Colors for what it is, but it's not a game I go back to. What do you do with Infinite Wealth? Yeah, Infinite Wealth's whole NG Plus is... DLC is like, what the fuck, guys? But then after that, Heroes has never once got a port, but it's also on a... Hey, Cagliostro, what are you just doing here? Sorry, I just went straight past it, like, hang on a minute. Hey, like, the literal alchemist of this game. I'll get to Lost World. I'm kind of like on a roll going through like the mainline entries. Heroes, you can only really play it on GameCube nowadays. It has the Xbox original version, but who the fuck's playing Xbox original? And the PS2 version has a lot of physics issues and is also the slowest running. Like, it has hella long load screens. Like, the PS2 version's hard to recommend at all. I still like Heroes, but I think trying to 100% it is annoying, and trying to get Supersonic, the special stages suck. The special stages just in general control like arse, they're terrible. So Supersonic is hard to reach. Shadow the Hedgehog, might be a hot take. I like Shadow the Hedgehog. I think 100%ing it is a colossal pain in the dick, and I would only ever do all A ranks if it got a modern port, because that was the promise I made, that I'd only suffer it if they actually did that. But up until that point, I think if you're just playing it casually, the game's actually pretty fun. It's solid, it does what it's supposed to do, the gameplay is consistent. It's a bit silly, but it's consistent, you know?
What do you think?
06 is 06, has an interesting story, but is completely disheveled and worn down by everything else, and the level design is really strong, such a shame about everything else. Sonic Rush is pretty good, yeah. Okay, yeah, how's my wife doing? Yeah, I think she's doing good, she's living the... Unleashed is still my favourite 3D Sonic game. I know some people will kind of hit and miss with Werehog, but I can't stress enough. the game is so fucking fun. It's like, if you can get past the fact that the Werehog stages are just discount God of War and just take them for what they are, they're pretty fun in their own way. And once you do that, you can just appreciate this 20-hour long fucking super game. Like, it's ridiculously good. I love that game so goddamn much. Then it's Colors. I think Colors is alright for what it was supposed to be, you know, like a soft reboot of the franchise, a kind of like natural reset and the start of a new era. It did what it needed to do, even if it was hella short and hella restrictive, because it was all like 90% 2D. And compared to Frontiers, yeah, I love Frontiers. I love Frontiers so much, but Unleashed is still my favourite. Unleashed is still the one to beat in terms of just pure enjoyment factor. Generations is super fun, but the story is a waste of time. The story is just, oh no, the Time Eater's up to something, let's stop it. Oh no, the Time Eater was just a machine Eggman made. Oh, we beat Eggman, that's the story. That's the whole story. It's like, great, thanks, cool. But at least the game's fun. And I can't wait for Shadow Generations because it looks insane. Lost World, I don't hate Lost World. A lot of people really don't like that game. I think the story is atrocious because they just perform the most radical character assassination on Tails I've ever seen. It's insane how much they butcher my boy and make him just start doubting everything and start causing arguments with Sonic over literally nothing because character development and nothing else is like, ugh. But I think the game's fun. I think the game's fine.
Well, you can't be too cautious.
Yeah, I don't hate the Zetis. I think they're extremely one-note and boring, but I don't hate the Zetis. And then Forces is just a 2-hour time waster. It's a hand-holdy 2-hour time waster that could have been something interesting, but just did nothing. And in Frontiers, the start of a new era, it's extremely promising. It's got the right people behind it, with the comic book writer in charge of a lot of the writing stuff. A team that's passionate to do it. A team that now has budget, because, you know, the game did super well. SBO does need more recognition. SBO is super cool. My SBO appreciation wasn't even from Sonic Heroes, even though I did enjoy Sonic Heroes first. It was Sonic X. Sonic X, the anime. As for spin-offs, like, I'd love... Advance 1 is the real Sonic 4. That game's super sick, and I wish the whole Advance trilogy got some kind of modern port, because it's a shame that it's locked to GBA. I know the Rush games would be far more awkward, because both of them use touch controls for their special stage minigame, at least. And I think that would be interesting to try and see how they would configure that to work. It'd be nice if they did, because the Rush games are pretty fun in their own way, and Rush 1 has a fantastic soundtrack. Secret Rings is Rings is the worst Sonic game I've ever played. I genuinely hate that game. I think it's so bad. The music's great, and I thought Eraser Jin was an interesting villain, and I thought the ending cutscene was raw as fuck. Everything else in the game is just, please kill me. Which is ironic, because Black Knight used Secret Rings as a template. Yeah, I love Black Knight. I think Black Knight's fantastic. It was that they took everything they needed to learn from Black Knight and applied it and made it really good. I haven't played any of the Boom games, and to be honest, I'm in no rush. So I can't really speak for them. I'm trying to think other spin-offs. Shuffle I think is kind of boring. Like, I don't think Shuffle is like bad like people say it is, but I don't think like I said, it's not the one I would go to. It's just kind of like there. Like, if there's no other choice and I had a group of friends, I'm sure we could have a laugh anyway. It's just, if there is another choice, I'd take the other choice.
Enrage the tigress.
To finish this mission.
Suffer her claws. Lever.
And we get to, whilst we're doing this, we get to enjoy peak Granblue music again. All of the ice area tracks in Granblue and Relink is absurdly fun. They just got the right energy and power and feel. It's fun the gang and be invisible and got wanked with Baby's hammer. Right with me? Yeah, I think I made it as a promise that if they ever ported Shuffle, I would... I don't know if I'd do it on stream, but I'd absolutely play it with you for like a game night. No, I said I would do a stream of Shuffle to show it off, but I mean like playing it with people. I don't know. Oh, I just realized this guy's a lot higher level than what we've been fighting. Okay, I need to be a bit more careful. Everything we fought to this point is like level 40. This thing's straight up 10 levels higher.
will follow this crew anywhere.
Shadow for Smash. I can't believe that never happened. The moment they introduced Echo Fighters, I was like in Smash Ultimate, I was like, oh, that's for sure they're gonna add Shadow then, because they can just make him Sonic's Echo Fighter.
The butterfly emerges.
Right? Right? And then they proceeded to not release a single Echo Fighter as DLC. It's like, why did they even bother introducing that as an idea then?
No escape.
We never got a single new Echo Fighter.
The honor's all mine.
Like the dawn.
Because Echo Fighters are genuinely a smart idea for people that want to play as their favourites. Literally have a system in place where it's like, hey, this is just going to play like this other character. But at least it looks different, you know, at least it's something else. You know, so if you want it to be Shadow, it'll be the same moveset, but hey, at least it's another option. I mean, I know what we got Dark Pit is because Kid Icarus Uprising did super well, and people wanted more Kid Icarus characters, and Dommy Mummy was already in, so it's like, well, how else do we handle this? Oh, I know, let's put Dark Pit in so we can do an Echo Fighter. When they should have honestly put in Hades, because Hades is the lifeblood of that fucking game. Hades is... The entire game is super well written and really fucking funny, but Hades takes it to a whole nother level. He's that man... No game has ever made me more happy to see a villain on screen, just to see what dumb bullshit he does. But he is such a fun antagonist because he's so fucking jovial. He's like this absolute like monster machine that's like ruined worlds, yet he's a comical motherfucker that thinks everything's really funny. And so he just has a great campy sense of humor about everything. And it's like, we need more villains like this in like kids games. Just ones that are comedic bastards.
Hit them now! They're mine! On me! Understood!
Shadow that Falco's moveset out of spite. That would be something. We're about halfway. I'm just going to back up from this, learn my lesson. Take a free charge whilst I wait for it to sort itself out. Disney. I mean, Disney's Hades is also super fun, but no, Kid Icarus Uprising Hades replaced Disney Hades as my favourite interpretation of the character, because he's so fucking funny.
I'm just happy I could hold my own against our best.
And it's wild because he's such like a humorous, like, you can't take him seriously villain, and then you get to the final boss fight against him, and it's like this sick, like 10-phase long epic with like an orchestral soundtrack that follows along it.
Hang on, I'm coming.
That like reacts to everything you do across every phase and does all the crazy. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Like they go all out on the final boss for it. Like it feels like such a cool struggle match of him like bantering and back-chatting every single thing you do. I just really can't wait for Shadow Generations because I've seen that bitch throw a Chaos Sphere. And it's like, if he can throw Chaos Spears, we're in business. I want him to go Chaos Spear! Especially if you can do the other Chaos moves from Shadow. If I could do Chaos Blast and just start blowing shit up in HD, yes please. It looks like it's using forces. The front. I don't know why I keep saying forces. It's supposed to start with F, and my dyslexia just kicks in overdrive. It's using Frontiers is setup for the Shadow part of like of Shadow Generations. Like it's using its engine and premise and systems. Sonic Prime series. I was planning to wait until all of its entire story arc was done. And then when its story arc was finished, everyone told me that Season 3 was fucking atrocious. And I was just like, you know, I'll get around to it later then. I still want to watch it at some point to have my own opinion. But no one said a single good thing about Season 3, its final season. I will eventually though, because I am curious. I do want to see, like, I'm always after different interpretations of the character and how they handle it.
Boon.
This'll teach ya.
Get them, Aries. Succumb. The pawn.
I still think in terms of TV shows, the one to beat in terms of easy enjoyment is the Sonic Boom TV show, and the one to beat in terms of just good storytelling is the Japanese/original version of Sonic X. And that's not even like a W sub thing. The 4Kids version straight up censored major plot points of it to try and make it more kid friendly, and it makes Sonic X as a whole a lot less enjoyable.
Well done. Let's keep it up.
But if you watch the if you watch it in Japanese and English subtitles, so you get the original version with it uncensored, Sonic X is insane. It's especially like things like Season 3 is with its entire story arc with his alien race coming in, and then Dark Supersonic and fucking Cosmo's death, and how it actually has like huge repercussions on Tails' development. It's like they cooked. Especially because like when Cosmo dies, Cosmos dies in X to save Sonic. And it was Tails' first love, and Tails blames Sonic for her death. He eventually like comes to his senses and calms down, but like when the initial like raw impact of knowing that he's lost someone he genuinely loved, and he runs up to Sonic and starts punching him, and like starts beating the shit out of him, saying, "How could you do this? How could you let this happen?" And Sonic just stands there silently taking it because he knows he has to. I was just like, fuck, man. And yet in the English version, they get rid of all of that, and they just make Tails really upset that she's gone because they don't want to say that she's dead. And I'm just like, bruh.
I know this is roll.
Oh, the Kurumi card, awesome.
But I'm sure he'd be alright with us reading it.
And that's what I mean, I was just like, oh. Like, if you get the chance, you haven't seen Sonic X Japanese with the English dub, watch it. Because although, like, some of the earlier episodes where they're still setting the scene are still a little cringy, because I am in the majority. I think Chris is kind of just a whatever character. Once you get past those first few and it starts finding its rhythm, you get some really good stuff. That... Sonic and Fred, gotta go fast! Sonic X was literally the thing that spawned that, wasn't it? Because that was the gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 down. There's one thing that 4Kids were good for, was making kick-ass Western theme songs for all the animes. They had it like a vendetta to never use the original Japanese themes, but the themes they'd make instead were always pretty good.
Hello there. Right.
Protect the rep and do an explorer quest. What have we actually got? And then we've got See a Flaming Vision. And then we've got Looming Tower of the Leering Eye in the pillar. So we've got 2, 3, 4 more missions that are currently available to us, at least.
This one, yes?
The fucking, yeah, the cruise ship episode, he's like, no way, come back! And he's like on the side of the deck, on his knees, looking out because he hates water, and he's just screaming his lungs out. And he starts trying to do speed jumps to see if he can, like, build up enough speed to long jump off the ship to land. And they keep on having to rescue him because he never fucking makes it because they're too far away.
In your hands now.
Well, I need to watch Sonic X again. That show was genuinely really good. It's a show that's just aged better with time. Like, the more time's gone on, the more I've appreciated it. Especially when the Japanese version got a proper Western release. Like, the, basically the uncensored version got a proper, English release. Not with English dub, unfortunately, but that's whatever. You adjust super quick to the Japanese voices for all the characters with subtitles.
The first steps decide.
And it's easier to adjust because, unlike in the West, Sonic's only ever had one voice actor in Japan. So it's the same voice you hear from for literally everything that he's had since, like, Adventure 1.
You are a steadfast ally. Leave it to me. The butterfly. Hero to the heavens. Rain on the hills.
It's only in the West that, you know, Sonic's gone through several voices. Because he's had a different one in the animations. He then had a different one for Adventure onwards to Shadow the Hedgehog, I believe, with that being Ryan Drummond. Then we had the Jason Griffith era, which was Sonic X, to Sonic and the Black Knight, and now we're in the fucking what's his name? I forget. Roger Craig Smith. There we go. That has been colours onwards. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the four kids. Some of the four kids' jokes. How did you give him there? I pretended I was a bar of soap and gave him the slip. Shut the fuck up, Eggman. That was also the first time Mike Pollock took on the role, because it was after the. I think that was immediately after the unfortunate death of the original actor. Or the untimely unfortunate death of the original actor, Dean Bristow. Because yeah, if anyone's curious why they changed the voice actors to Mike Pollock, it's because the original one was permanently unavailable after Sonic Advance 3. Sonic Advance 3 being the last time you can actually hear his performance. Which is wild, it's a Game Boy Advance game, and you just hear, "You're going to pay for this!" That's something Eggman says. When people, I think it's like when he sneaks into the White House and the president goes, "How did you get in here?" And he says, "I gave the security I pretend it was a bar of soap and gave the security and the slip." The only thing with Sonic X that was always a bit weird to me was the fucking card generator machine that Eggman had. He just had like a million robots on standby, and his way of deciding what robot of the week to send out on Sonic was that he had a deck of cards and he would shuffle them, and the top one would be whatever robot he sent. And I was just like, this is so weird of like a character trait, and the fact that they never brought it back in anything else, I think they after a while kind of went, yeah, okay, this is a little weird, this is a little contrived, just for the sake of having a villain of the week for each episode of the anime. Oh, that thing's probably too far away. Here it is. Gremlin. Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Is that the one that like had a crush on Crane the rabbit? And like in the last episode of like season 3, Rouge finds the thing's locket, and it's just a heart locket with like a picture of Cream in it, and it's just like, this man does everything for that girl. This man is the most devoted I've ever seen.
Wind in the fields, without darkness. Death breeds life.
Because he had the yellow and silver robot, I forget their names, that were just kind of basic mechs, but then he had like the little gremlin thing, and the little gremlin thing's what I'm talking about. I mean, all of like the robot buddies that Eggman's had, none of them have ever been as iconic as Scratch and Grounder in terms of just being really like enjoyable. They tried to make the same thing with Orbot and Cubot in the Colors era, but the problem was it was the Colors era's writing, so they were never fucking funny. They were really annoying.
Impressive. You have my blade whenever you need it.
When Orbot was on his own in Unleashed, he was fine because his entire sense of humor was just berating Eggman and just saying, "Why do you even do all this shit? You're so bad at your job." But I say that I like if they keep Sage around. I think Sage could be a really good like banter bounce off. If they're not going to make Agent Stone canon to the games, I think that's the best we're going to get. Because Agent Stone in the live action movies is genuinely a fantastic companion for Eggman. He genuinely is. He's so good. He's so well written and so enjoyable. I just realised what theme was playing. It was Zeta's theme. The World Domination playlist. Yeah, I can't wait for Sonic 3, man. We're 2 months out from Knuckles, and after Knuckles is out, we're gonna I can almost guarantee within the week of Knuckles being out, we're gonna start getting all the drip marketing for Sonic 3. I can't fucking wait for Shadow the Hedgehog, the film. Especially now it's confirmed Maria's going to be in it, and I'm like, she's not living the film. She's not living that film. She's not surviving. It's not happening. She's turbo dead. And I know that when, like, the actress revealed that she was playing Maria, it was that she was trying to hide, like, the makeup and costume effects because it hasn't been revealed yet. But the fact that she was in what looked like a body bag, considering it's a character that we know is gonna die, made it kind of even funnier. Like, is she in on it? Does she know? Because I think that was the only reason why, like, she was, like, the only person to reveal who they are. It's because every single person went, oh, that 14-year-old with blonde hair is absolutely Maria. Like, everyone and their mothers immediately went, that's Maria. And so it was like the worst kept secret, so I think she was just given the allowance to confirm it. We still don't know who's Shadow, though. We still don't know who Shadow is. That's the actually well kept secret. We have no idea who's playing him. The newest rumor was Hayden Christensen, which if that's the case, that would be amazing. I think he'd be perfect for it. For those who don't know, he's Anakin Skywalker. He's the I hate sand guy. And I genuinely think he would be perfect for Shadow. I like unironically think he would be really good for the character. Like the show, Amy or Rouge, when they put it all. I think if someone else is going to appear at all, I'm more prepared to put my money on Rouge. Personally. Oh, okay, you have to actually make direct contact with the coins. Good to know. You can't just, like, glance past them, so just missed a whole bunch. This is an interesting, different objective. Hey, this would be a good one if you were playing in co-op. If I played this online in co-op, I imagine this because it'd be super easy to get 150 coins.
You're making good progress. At this rate, you'll finish the quest, no problem.
In fact, I think this quest is going to be impossible to perfect unless you do it in co-op and you all like strategically plan it. I am going to throw it out there. I don't think they'll do it because if the Knuckles show is anything to go by, I just don't think that's something that's on their immediate interest. But if they decide to do a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off show after Sonic 3, similar to how this Knuckles show, I really hope it's Black Doom. I really hope they do a Sonic show where they just fight Black Doom. I think that would be super cool. And for those who don't know, in the original Shadow the Hedgehog video game, Black Doom is voiced by Goku.
Looks like we're in great shape.
And what's crazier is that you would have thought Goku, considering all the would have been the most damaging and taxing on his throat. No, he regularly says in interviews, Black Doom was what caused him to have to get like throat surgery. And I was just like, oh shit, like his Black Doom voice was the one that caused problems.
We're not in a rush yet, but I'm sure our client wouldn't mind a little hustle. We have to finish before they recover.
Breathe, blood. Don't get carried away. No falls.
But they have confirmed Eggman is coming back for Sonic 3, and considering he's retired and said he'd only come back for Sonic 3 if the script was handed by God, and was like the best script that he couldn't afford to miss. The fact that he's back for free, I'm like, I think it might be good. You know, I think Sonic 3 might be alright. I think Sonic 3 is going to be a fun film. I really, really look forward to it. Rouge and Knuckles, at least. The reason why I think Rouge has more of a chance is because Team Dark, even though Sega, weirdly enough, refused to ever officially acknowledge Team Dark, and they say that it's not canon, it was just a thing for Sonic Heroes, Team Dark has always been like a quintessential like backbone of Shadow's development, which is Shadow, Rouge, and Omega. And I don't think they'll have Omega in it, because that's just not really the direction the series is going to really allow him in it, but it should at least have Rouge. Because unless they're going to do Gamma's story arc, but oh wait, they're skipping Adventure 1 and going straight to Adventure 2. We know this because Shadow's in the third film, and it's based around the arc, and it's got Maria in it, so they're completely skipping SA1.
Hey, we're running really short on time.
I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't done Metal Sonic at all. Or even like made a joke or mentioned it. Also, yeah, we're turbo not hitting 150 coins. This quest is absolutely, you do it online. So everyone can pick a different direction and go, like, gather them up and do their bit. This requires you having a squad. That quest absolutely requires you having a squad if you want to max it out. I mean, you can still pass it, but if you want to get a good result in it.
We headed back and showed the client what you found.
Hero fence. All limits are in the mind.
Oof, I think my rank's going to be real bad. I think that's like the worst rank I've got. Ooh, yeah. That's, I mean, you probably could do it on your own if you just knew exactly where you were going, exactly what ones to pick up, exactly what ones not to bother with, etc, etc.
Hello there. What do you think?
We unlocked a new one. Uh-oh. If this is all that Chapter 0 is, like doing quest upon quest, and then once you've got all the book things, you save Roland, and that's a lot. After this stream, I might just wrap it up and make this like the retirement stream, and then like just like play it more off stream, because I do really enjoy this game, and I want to keep playing it. But if it's just quests upon quests upon quests, I will just do it in my spare time. Oh, did I say exactly too much? Whoops. Giving my brain time to think. If they do a Sonic 4 film, I think it's time. I think it's time to get my boy Silver in, get my son in. I don't think they will, because I think that'll be a topic they want guaranteed success, which is why they went straight to Shadow. They went straight to Knuckles and then straight to Shadow. They want success. But if they're feeling bold, I would love to see how they would handle Silver. I'd love to see how they'd handle my forgotten son.
The tide rises, rain on the hills.
Speaking of Silver the Hedgehog, the composer for Silver the Hedgehog's theme song in 06, Dreams of an Absolution, one of the best Sonic songs in the entire franchise, is officially doing music for Sonic Team again. We don't know what for, or like if it's tied to anything whatsoever. We just know he's doing music for Sonic Team again, and I'm like, oh, uh-oh, we might be in for Peak again. It's like we might be getting Peak Round 2.
You have my gratitude without darkness.
Oh, of course you jump away. Come closer. That's not coming closer, I'm abandoning ship. Yeah. I mean, honestly, my ideal, I know it's not going to happen because of the whole story that they built and the human characters and whatnot. My ideal would be Sonic 3 ending with Sonic going back to, like, his world, and a Sonic 4 being him, like, fixing what's been left behind in his world. With, like, Tails, Knucks, Shadow, whoever else they introduce. And it would also solve the problem that they are at risk of hitting, which is too many cooks. Damn it, I'm trying to get out of there in time. It's the biggest thing. It's like I'm super excited to have Shadow in it, but when there's like rumors like, oh, maybe they're gonna have Amy and maybe they're gonna have Rouge, I'm like, I would be super down for that if it wasn't for the fact we've also got an entire human cast of returning characters. You know? I feel like eventually there's going to be too many main characters, and it's either people are going to get benched or be very irrelevant to the film, or they're going to make the film like arduously unnecessarily long just to make sure everyone gets their time, you know? Also, this boss is level 50, so I probably should pay attention a little bit more. After this quest, I should probably see if I can upgrade characters, actually, because we've probably got a lot of points.
Dance of the pink petals. To breathe.
Is that in range? No, it wasn't. It would have done the flash effect if it was.
Come, gather. Strike as one. As the morn cuts the long night. Let's keep it up. Indeed. Let's keep it up. The final.
Every time it kind of sat into my head, changing subject slightly. Hearing Jita go, Spiders won! Immediately put Ting Yun in my head. Because that's like what she says when you do her support.
Butterfly effect. Moonrise.
But we've got a really damn exciting year for Sonic, actually. It's wild how the train keeps going. Because, like, Sonic Frontiers' year was, like, the year of Sonic for me. I was like, yeah, okay, the next year will probably just be the DLC for Frontiers, Sonic Prime, Season 2, and, like, that's about it, and everything else. And then suddenly we got Sonic Superstars, and although I have a lot of problems with Sonic Superstars, it was still a pretty solid 2D game. It's just the difficulty is bullshit. Do not do trips. Just do the base game and then stop playing it. Don't do fucking Trip Story. It's not worth it. The game really stops being fun. You can play as Trip in the normal story, so don't do Trip Story. Oh yeah, the next Snap Tinian. That one. But then, like, this year, we're getting Sonic 6 Shadow Generations, which looks phenomenal. The Knuckles show, Sonic 3. It's like the train stops. The train's not ending. Oh, I can't join on the Link Strike because I am deaded. Yeah, I need to see if I can upgrade. Probably either defensive or I just need to get good. So I'm getting bullied here. Jesus Christ! I'm just getting juggled. God, this damn music is so good. Wants me to use, but yeah, I've like if the Edolan counted indefinitely, I'm sure I've got like Edolan 12 for her. I've gotten her so fucking often. And funny thing is, and maybe it's like, there's a part of me that likes to think it's deliberate. She has the lowest defense / health of any character in the game, and it's like I can't help but feel like that might be deliberate because she dies because she snaps her neck in the story. I'm like, please tell me like her low mortality is like deliberate and it's not like an act, like something they didn't mean to do. That her low mortality is like it's part of the joke. Because I tried using her because I liked her support abilities. Like, I got a decent kit build for her, went to use her, and she died in one hit anyway. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I was like, I'm ready, and he said, and she's dead. I was like, oh, okay. We're so close. This boss just needs to, like, calm it down. I'm going to try and see if I can get a free charge. We're in. We got it. We just got to go in.
Won't escape my sword.
Nice. If we didn't get the kill there, we might have been in trouble because I was entirely out of heals.
You made that look easy.
Free flutter.
Did I? I died twice. Thanks for the vote of confidence over there.
Pond settles.
But Namaya is so fun to play. I can't stress it enough. All the characters in this game are super well made and super fun to play, but Namaya just scratches an itch playing as her. I mean, Zeta's super fun as well. I know Cagliostro is like, and next to, I think it's Lancelot, is like the top 2 in terms of just being really good. But I can't get past it. Namaya is super fun.
This journal seems more recent.
What's this? Extends the duration of buff and Dancer Blue Petals. It's buffs, Dancer Blue Petals. Is Dancer Blue Petals? I think Dancer Blue Petals is the only defensive skill I picked up for Namaya. I want to try and get everyone to 50% on all their stats before I...
Huh. Great.
Great! Before I start going haywire.
Interesting. Intriguing. Excellent.
Man, I know I keep bringing it up, I so can't fucking wait for, like, the coming updates for Star Rail. Acheron's, like, gameplay stuff looks wild. I was really nervous, because when we first heard about it, like, we knew that she didn't have, like, the usual energy system. And it was one of those things that's, like, once you have, like, an established gimmick and system that defines the entirety of especially a turn-based RPG's, like, systems, and then you make a character that's designed to not follow it at all, you either make the most broken OP character in the game, or you make the worst character in the game. It's extremely difficult to make it balanced because you're rivaling it against an entirely different way of playing the game to begin with. Yeah, everything that looks about it, it's like, no, she just has a different way of building energy, but it still looks very familiar. Like, it looks very controlled. After Navi and Furina, I can't be surprised when you think Hoyoverse does. You know, yeah, that's actually a very fair comment.
Only one way to get stronger.
Jesus, the point requirement skyrockets once you get into the new page. 120, 400 of... Oh, I know a lot of this is, it means how many points to get all the way to there, but it's still like about 200 a pop for some of these. Yeah, 90 points for either of these, oof. And Acheron's field technique being, like, at least from what we can see, if the enemy's weak enough, you can just insta-kill them. I was just like, oh, okay, that's going to be really helpful for, like, cleaning out when you're trying to, like, do puzzle solving and whatnot, or just trying to get through an area and enemies keep getting in your way. Like, Zeela, I like how Zeela has the ability to just completely avoid encounters by going invisible, and now Acheron has the ability to completely avoid encounters by deleting them. Oh, we have to be in the other town. Like mother, like daughter, I guess. Oh, you did fight new enemies, nice. Sorry, I'm cleaning up. What's in the box? Nice. Is this the theme I heard? That I was about to say it's just Zeta's theme? Me because Acheron reminds me of a cross between Chino-chan and Sturk. Yeah, you're not the first person to make Sturk comparisons, especially when she's in her, like, powered up form, or we don't know if it's, like, powered up form or real form or what, where she's got the bright white hair and, like, the blood red eyes, and, like, she has all these blood veins going across her body. This... As soon as I can, I'm getting this game's soundtrack, like, as, like, a physical CD, because it's so good. My favorite track's still Mana, where is it? Managama. Managama's theme is such a ride. Can't wait for Daybreak. I kind of can't either, but not even though I haven't, like, played the series, just because I'm just super curious about it, like, when I eventually get through the series. Alright, how are we doing on job? Yeah, I think this entire stream is just going to be us doing quests. I think that's... I wasn't sure what to expect with this, and it is kind of just quest mode. I had a feeling it would just be quest mode, but yeah. So a lot of them, I can't really see a reason to keep streaming this after this stream, because it's just going to be doing more quests, and then a little bit of, like, flavor text and dialogue here and there, I imagine. I'm gonna still write it out for today, but yeah, I'll make this the last stream. Wait, what did you get? Oh, Vengeful Flames. Oh, well, you can get supplementary damage, so you can get chip damage. Oh, what I should do, actually, before we start another quest, see if I can upgrade any of my gear.
Oh no.
More forgeable weapons are available. Aha!
Let's get to it.
Oh. The Florifium Blade and the Kotetsu.
What should I strengthen? Always aim for the top.
Oh, we need Dragon Scales before you can upgrade your weapons particle for 75.
What kind of weapons you need?
I'm just super curious about it. That's all. I know they're 10 levels under, but 109 power and 120 power compared to my current 195 is a bit of a tall ask. You know, I'm just kind of sitting there like, ugh. How's everyone else look? Ultimates? What the fuck? You could. What do you mean? Oh, one man. It's like, why have I got a notification on my phone? Who's messaging me? It's blinking you. Or check it later. Yeah, I'll worry about that more off stream.
Once your sigil's improved.
Yeah, I'll worry about that more off stream. When I'm actually like knee deep and committing to it.
Never hurts to have some backup, right?
We got 4 of these things. Uh-oh. We got 4 characters we can unlock.
One Skyfarer's trash is another. We have a wide selection of sigils.
Oh, I think I got some of the upgrades. Yeah, we can have a 5th sigil. Wait, what does Zeta have so far? Hit rate, attack power, skill assault, combo boost. I have stun power. Yeah, Stell's... I have a lot of time for Stell. Stell's so fun as a protagonist. And it's an interesting contrast as well, because Genshin, in like every piece of advertising and whatnot, they kind of promote Aether as being the protag and not Lumine. And then you go to Star Rail, and like, although they try and balance it out more, like there's more trailers that has Kaelus, or however you pronounce his name, and there's a good amount of trailers that have Stell. It's clear they're leaning on the female. They expect you to play as Stell a bit more, which makes more sense for Honkai, because every Honkai game's always had a female lead, as far as I'm aware. I'm sure someone will correct me and tell me that Fly Me to the Moon had a male protag or something, but I'm pretty sure all of them are female protags, so it's consistent.
Trust in your big sister.
Oh, I mean, I was just checking. There's a save. Oh, it's a protect the crystal. I was gonna say, what's the save crystal doing here? It's protect it.
Crescent Moon.
Oh god, they're level 50. Alright.
Come what may. The clouds clear. Come, my friends.
Oh, whoops. I pressed right trigger to throw it. That's not throw. Oh, we're out of things to throw.
Once more. I won't disappoint you.
Okay, that works the way it usually does. Fuck it, I did it again.
I don't want that. Turn them against each other.
Like the dawn.
Hey, eat this.
The final song.
One of the challenges is killing me with thrown objects, so I'm just using their souls because they count.
Relative.
They're trying to hit you from far away.
I've got the hoe, but potentially. On now you say that, there's a potentially.
Burn to ash.
Like the whole point of Aether was to kind of like point out that it was less involved. Well, I mean, it's still technically involved in the Hoyoverse, it's just different universe, but you know what I mean. Like, it's why there's connections in the timeline. There's another Raiden per se. There's another. I mean, there isn't a Zeela, but there are Seelies. Damn.
Well said.
And although there's not a Bronya-esque character, there's a lot of theories as to who a Bronya-esque character could end up being. And D-Luke is literally male Himiko.
Here we go. Roger. They're finished. Amazing as ever, Catalina.
All in a day's work.
But then I say that a lot of people also think that the Pyro Archon might be a Himiko-esque character.
Focus on the path ahead.
Watch out for the shooters.
Burn to ash.
Infinite wonder. How many of them are there?
I promise don't make me forward slightly.
The tide rises. Rain. Once more.
Ow.
Say many thanks. Come. Without darkness.
Fighting cold.
Cut them down. Okay. Float.
Perfect. Let's keep it up.
Oh god, there's a lot of enemies spawning here. Hey guys! Hey guys! All hands on deck, please!
Small wings may beckon a storm. Butterfly effect. Moonrise.
Hey, enough, stop spitting your shit.
Now,
We turned the tide.
you got me. Burn to ash.
Who says Nanmaya can't be ranged? Hell yeah. Oh god, there's so many enemies over there. The camera panned over. Holy shit. The way the camera panned over at the last frame. Like, look how many enemies are over there that you're just ignoring because you're throwing rocks.
Succumb. In a flash. Like candlelight kissed by a breeze.
But yeah, if this ends up like all being like this, then our rank's gonna be kind of low. It's gonna be hard carried by the side goals. Yep. If this ends up being the last stream, that works out because it means it's less to worry about in my schedule. Because as a reminder, I'll be off tomorrow, but on Thursday I'll be starting Unfinished Business, the PC expansion for Tomb Raider 1, since we got the game done yesterday. Egypt only took us like an hour and a half to get through, which is wild, so we had way more than enough time to just kind of burn through the final chapter as well. Considering, like, Chapter 1 took us 2.5 hours, Chapter 2 took us 4 hours, Chapter 3 took us an hour and a half, I was like, okay, maybe being unwell had a lot of influence on my ability to play.
What do you think?
Maybe me being unwell was actually the reason why I played awfully at Tomb Raider 1 for those first couple streams.
I can make the arrangements at once. Please be careful.
Because we got the whole rest of the game done super quick afterwards. But yeah, we'll do Unfinished Business, which is entirely blind, because I've never played any of the PC expansions, because I owned the game on PS1, so I had no access to them. So I'm genuinely really looking forward to trying that and seeing how the expansion was. I imagine the expansion is going to be a lot of revisiting old areas in new lights, but it's still interesting. Like, I know, it's only 2 chapters, and Chapter 1 is Egypt, and Chapter 2 is Atlantis again. So it is just going to be like the latter half of the game revisited, just with more bits and pieces.
A great boon. Nice fall. Foam on the sea. Speedy recovery. Understood. Understood.
Not as bad, guys.
Alright, it's another journal page, I think, it's level 50.
Dance of the pink petals.
Oh, I don't like how many laser beams are just lined up on me there. Holy sh...
The cloud clear. The final Hero.
Jesus Christ, this thing hurts.
Wind in the fields. The tide rises. As you wish.
Great teamwork.
Indeed. Let's keep it up.
Yes, we were in harmony.
Come on.
No escape.
Back into the fray.
Right.
Thank you.
I won't lose focus.
Of course.
Stop them.
But yeah, Unfinished Business is going to be... I don't know if it will be 1 stream or 2, but I doubt it will take us too long to do because it's just an expansion. Sunday, where I'm probably way more tired and kind of out of it after, like, you know, the week of work, because I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And, like, relaxing with Nelcare, which should be an easy enough stream to do. And then next week is the fucking getting ready for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on, I think, Friday. Thursday or Friday. I have to double check when the 29th is.
Are you all right?
I thank you.
Come, my friend.
I think my part is going to come undone because that attack killed 2 people. I think my part. I think I do need to actually start reworking on equipment a little bit.
Letter.
The gangs can do enough, but it's not doing everything.
I'm right behind you.
I've got them.
Better stay focused. I won't. Right.
Well said.
Can't lose focus. One
Hey,
stroke.
fuck
1,000
you.
deaths. Butterfly effect. Moonrise.
Zeta! Full speed ahead! Resolute! Catalina!
This fight is over.
The final death. Breathe life.
Captain.
My turn now!
Without darkness.
Shine as one! Tide of chaos!
Rises. Wind and they won't get away.
Understood.
Float. I see us. The butterfly.
I won't start Tomb Raider 2 next week, by the way, whilst we're doing something to talk about. As much as I'd be tempted to, I need to prepare myself for that cock and ball torture. Although I think 3 will give me more trouble, 2's difficulty starts where the first one ended, so it will kick my ass until I kind of learn.
There's nothing to fear.
Like, I did, like in my spare time, I did a little practice and tried out Tomb Raider 2, and, like, the first, like, real set of obstacles, there was 3 things in a row that got me killed, and I was just like, yep, we're here. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna hide back here and wait.
I won't waste this.
See, this is why I waited, gang. They're all running at the thing. Maybe we can get a stun off.
The tide rises. Rain on the hills. No escape.
We got the stun. Alright, we're in.
Understood. In a flash. To die! Cross its moon! Wind in the field.
We need to make the most of this. Alright, we're nearly there. Ah! Come on, gang, we need that.
Wait till I get my hands on it.
But I'm genuinely almost like surprised more than anything that I actually did get on top of it, because the biggest concern was like I wanted everything that I started to be done before 7 Rebirths out, considering how big that game is. I want to be able to just kind of burn through it at a decent pace. And so it's like I wanted Tomb Raider 1 done before it was out. I wanted Granblue Relink done, and we got Granblue Relink done. Well, I'm basically wrapping it up after today.
Many thanks. The final.
So next we can just kind of be like slower or quieter or cozier streams. Well, until, you know, we're hit with the big one.
It was all because you broke their line.
I say this and then watch Unfinished Business be like the longest expansion ever created for a video game and like take me forever.
Okay, on it. Don't let up yet. Of course, you got it. Quite right. Let's move. The tide rises. Foam on the sea without darkness.
Oh, that's way too slow. It's just for
Big sister's here. All support. I finally matched your time. Now you'll get it every
Come on! It was so close. I think the fight's over. Yeah, the fight's turbo over.
All is swept away.
Everything else is just flashy.
Catalina. I'll end them. Dance of the pink petals.
Zeta, they're tough.
Come on.
Shine as one. Gale burst.
There's a trophy for doing 999,000 damage, I think, with one burst, and I'm like, how? I'm doing like 26k.
Lucky me. Oh my. Fly. Life is like the dawn. Letter. All limits are in the mind.
New quest, the Wings of Antiquity.
We've received a special request.
What's a rank up quest? Oh, the advised power level is 9 on my power level. Uh-oh.
Have a nice day.
The longest journey starts with the smallest step.
It is kind of humorous to me when every time Narmaya says like all these endearing or focused things, like all these like the journey of a single step or like focusing on meditation, and it's just I can only hear Hu Tao. It's because it's the same actress. I could just hear Hu Tao, and I'm just like, when is she going to start trying to like promote a coffin to me? Because that's going to be next. Alright, let's try this rank up quest then. Versus Ancient Dragon. And it's level 60! Uh-oh! I've made my mistakes. I think we're gonna... Ow! Oh, yeah, I don't know how well this is going to go.
I see Roger, they shall fall! Rain on the deck. Okay. Understood.
You got it.
So you have to just hard jump that. You can't... Well, you probably can dodge it if your timing's better than mine.
Life is a dance.
We're not doing too bad damage, so it might be one of those glass cannon matches where it's either you kill it or it will kill you. There is no in between.
Our current path will lead to victory.
And we follow it to the end.
There is no life. The final.
Backing up. Yeah, that has insane range. Yeah, I'm not going to bother trying to, like, dodge that. Nah, I'm out of here.
A great boon. Float. The clouds. Life is...
What I might do is, since I'm going to be playing this game off stream, is when they add new events and like specialized hunts and whatnot, I might do streams of them, depending on like how interesting they end up being.
Observe and overcome. The final song.
As we know, like the Lucifer is going to be in like sometime in spring. I know that's not his name, but that's essentially what he represents. He's just the devil.
Follow through.
No escape.
Thanks for the support, Zeta.
We're in the same crew. No thanks necessary. Cocoon breaks open.
Help us on the way. This spear.
Foam on the sea. Nightfall.
Narmaya.
They will perish. Butterfly effect. Moonrise.
Catalina.
I'll end them.
Oh hell yeah, she got the upgraded version. We really need that.
Captain.
My turn now. Tempest Flame.
You do us
Shine as one. Prominent flare.
That's why I saw that. We broke a limb.
do it again.
Harmony is the basis of power.
It did just fucking kick, like, I think it just nudged me off when I was mid-string.
Strike now. Rain on the hills. Succumb. I won't disappoint. The pond. To breathe. Nightfall. Sing my blade. Float.
Oh, Jesus! It's like, get ready to hot jump!
Like the dawn.
I'll finish this.
Foam on the sea.
Are you injured? Hit them down.
Free blooded. Let us take them. Come, my friends. You're open. The cloud.
Following.
Crusted moon.
Girl, Catalina.
Thank you.
Just get rid of the ads.
Blood.
Oh, there's another one. Well. Oh, I love this piano melody that's just kind of kicked in during this fight.
Into the fray.
Okay.
Deadly and graceful.
Oh, I dived in on that one into the tail whip. No.
Come what may.
Don't get carried away.
The butterfly. Break. The time is
I'll
right.
support.
You read the pattern
Alright, now we're
of
back
my
to the view.
movements.
It wasn't easy.
This spear.
Zeta's going in.
Narmaya.
They will perish. Butterfly effect. Moonrise. Captain.
I'll get him.
Without darkness.
Tempest Flame. Catalina.
I'll protect you.
We wait the
Nightfall. Wind in the
Shine as one. Prominent flare. We are.
Harmony is the basis of power.
And we're not doing the under 4 minutes challenge, but we are making headway.
They've gone mad.
Let's not get too close.
Oh, Jesus Christ! We good?
Dance of the pink petals. Don't forget
with
your
you.
sister. Understood. The tide rises. To breathe.
thing I can.
Great boon. Foam on the sea-crusted moon. Succumb. Move the clouds.
Are you injured?
You're the best. Pour it out now.
Someone more mooks. It's so close.
Life is careless. I won't.
It's summoned 4 fucking wyverns. Uh-oh.
Nightfall. Wind in the field.
Ugh. Alright, that was my last heal, so I'm gonna back up and try and do all these wyverns. Help the gang out. Oh god damn it, its guard's broken. No, we need to go in on this.
Follow me. We made quick work of them.
Naturally. Find their weak spot and it's over.
The pond. The tide rises. Rain on the hill. Breathe, Flutter.
I'm like knee deep in.
Breathe, Flutter.
No, I gotta abandon that.
This spear.
I feel common sense.
No one else has any meters, Ada. You're way too ambitious on that. Zeta's like, yeah, we can go in on this. No, no one can.
We sure showed it who's boss, huh?
Lovely. Marvelous.
Hey, yeah, Dragon Wing. Quality refinement.
Lovely. Your balance is restored.
Damn. I'm amazed we got an S rank on that one because we got battered a little. I dropped several Dragon Wings, awesome.
Hey, Mr. Id, are you done with work?
Yep, more or less.
Woohoo! I'm ready for my next sword lesson. Meet me at the church, okay?
Guess a few swings couldn't hurt.
This kid is just called Naughty Boy.
Well, well, well. Look at Mr. Popular over here.
Playing with the children was apparently part of Roland's job, too. Unfortunately, all I can do is teach them how to swing swords.
Wow, poor you. Do I sass him? I'll sass him.
Wow, poor you.
Fine, it's not that bad.
Meanwhile, we've been finding more of Roland's journals. Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Of course.
We got journal number 1.
Another journal.
The game's like, hey, you got crewmate cards, fucking use them. Very hard quest is now unlocked, giving you new quests to challenge. You can also do the following rewards.
Ooh, now we can take even tougher.
Oh, I just realised if we've got very hard, that means we've unlocked even more on the skill trees. Oh boy. Obtain the Maniac quest difficulty to unlock. Oh boy. It's gonna... 100% in this game is gonna take a lifetime. Before anything... Oh, we've also got new quests to pick up, I can see on the compass.
Ready for some action? Mission complete.
After we do this, I'm going to see what weapons I'll upgrade, and I honestly might wrap up. I know it's a shorter stream, but if it's just doing quests...
I smell a
And this is the entirety of what the post game is. I'm like, that'll be super fun, but it's not really something to do on stream. It's just repetitive, you know? So I'll just wrap up and then I can just start working on it on my spare time. And also, considering I did a longer-ish stream yesterday, it's nice to kind of not have like one where I'm worrying less and just kind of shooting the shit and just chatting with you guys. And like I said, I might come back when there's like big updates and whatnot. Oh, before we go running around too much, can I pick up Lyria again? Is she even here? She's somewhere. You're here. If you can find Lyria in the field, you can get her to tail along and run around the field with you. She's not playable because she's not a fighter, but you can get her to hang out. I have no idea where she is though. If she's not by the lake, I have no idea where she shows up.
What are you?
So let me just check the blacksmith, see what I can do. New forgeable weapons. Oh boy. The Venustace. I need a dark orb.
Want your weapons tempered? I'll unlock its hidden... Well, look at that. I'll handle it. Good.
Good God, look at the attack boost. Holy, 195 to 820. The fuck do you mean? Holy shit.
Let's kick it up a notch.
And you need Supreme Merits and Blade Caller's Gambit and Exceptional Refinium. Bruh. What the fuck?
Always aim for the top. Unlock. I'll handle it. Success. I'll unlock its hidden potential.
I need Griffin Feathers for you. I need Griffin Feathers and Wind Orbs for you. Okay, so I need to grind some Griffin Feathers next, but holy sh...
Let's kick it up a notch.
Actually, we might be able to at least solve the Griffin Feather problem now. Because there might be some at the shop. Yeah, the Abyssal Zone's bonus currently is a bit, like, on the nose. You're like, okay. It's like, gee, I wonder if they want you to use the current new character. Oh, you can just trade all the orbs, or trade to get all the orbs. That's actually really helpful.
Let's talk. What should I strengthen? I'll unlock its hidden... A complete success. I'll handle it. How about that?
Jesus.
Always aim for the top.
Dragon Scales.
Come back sometime.
Can we get Dragon Scales?
And also...
Hey, you.
Well, not everyone gets to see the good stuff, you know.
We can, but only 2 of them. I hope we only need 2.
We have a wide selection of signature Dahlia badges for special treasures.
A Skyfire primer on how to improve critical thinking grants a moderate amount of experience. When we say moderate... No, it's not going to tell us. Oh, and that gives you mastery points. You could just straight up buy crewmate cards if you have gold badges. We have 11 vouchers.
Wonder what kind of sigil we'll see today. Have vouchers? Well, then don't be a stranger.
All right, can we get everyone?
Your weapons tempered? Let's kick it up a notch. Huh. Well, look at that. I'll handle it.
Using everything. I think the normal fortitude shards just give so little experience, which is why it's not bothering. Nearly. Nearly.
I'll handle it. Success.
Is it really just the last level that makes all the difference?
Show me. Don't forget about upkeep.
Can I buy more fortune? Hang on.
But not everyone gets to see the good stuff, you know.
We can, but not many.
Here you go.
I don't know. I don't think that'll be enough. Only one way to find out, but
Skyfarer, what should I strengthen? I'll handle it. I'll handle it. Good.
oh, so it's just, okay. So yeah, you don't get anywhere near as much of an attack boost with the Sword of Eos.
Come back sometime.
But what's the power level of everyone? 4,700, 4,700, 4,600, 4,800. Damn.
Great. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Gotta draw out a little more power.
The path to mastery is ever long.
There is no height I cannot climb.
I think that'll honestly do from me. I know this is a shorter stream, but it's all just quests, and now we've unlocked the next tier of quests, and once we do that, we'll unlock the Maniac tier of quests. You know, like, it's... I'll turn in these. At least. So of course I go to the other city, but that'll be about it. Because it's all going to be quest sort of things, like post-game shenanigans. And then once you get all the end, we'll probably find out a way to save Roland. And I said, also, I'll be off tomorrow, so I'll be back on Thursday for unfinished business. It should only be one stream, but if it ends up taking two, we'll do Friday as well. And then I'll take Saturday off, and then Sunday we'll be chilling with Nelke. Because I miss Nelke. I wish every stream, it wasn't like weeks between every stream. It's just I always end up busy, or like throughout January was just like going through shit and trying to sort things out too much. There's a shit ton of quests in this city as well. I was looking at the compass at the top.
Let's kick some tail. It can't hurt just to look around. What have you got for us? Daddy's ain't got nothing on you. Buy one, get one free. Come on,
I miss Nelke too. Well, I want to at least get like the basic playthrough done soon. You know, we've still got a decent chunk to go, but I'd like to get it done soonish. Because once Nelke is done and we can like open up the weekend, I might make the weekend streams, you know, like something else. You know, instead of like trying 100% Nelke, just be able to have something else there. I want to do some revisits, some other games. I want to, you know, start certain other RPGs and do different things. Like, I want to open that door again. I'm really enjoying Nelke and I want to get it done. But I also want that door to be open again to have something else fill in the weekend slots. And I know after, you know, the Sunday stream, it's going to be another small gap because by the time the following weekend comes around, we're going to have a new Final Fantasy to deal with. And that's absolutely going to become the most dominable thing on the schedule.
Let's kick some tail.
And it's going to be wild because the last Final Fantasy VII X experience I had, I wasn't streaming when that came out, and so I just played it in my spare time and was playing it for like 9 to 10 hours a day every day until I finished it. So the fact that I'm going to have to stop myself and kind of balance it out a bit more, especially because it comes out on a day I'm working, so I can't even stream it for that long. It's like, ugh. As much as working more obviously works out because then I have more money in my pocket and it gives me more of an opportunity to, you know, get money together for, you know, playing different games I want to play and like getting some like equipment in, like getting this new microphone like I got last year or early last year. Like replacing hardware when I needed to, so actually like thinking about getting other things, getting myself that PS3 I got for Christmas and yada yada. As much as it's fun, there is a small part of me that misses being able to do like the 8-hour streams I did for Elden Ring when that came out, because I knew Elden Ring was going to take me forever, so I made sure I had a lot of free time to just do longer streams, and I just can't really get away with that as much anymore. It is what it is. Real life is always what it is. But I digress. I've kind of done everything I want to do here. If it is just going to be more of like the grind, I might as well just wrap it up, so that's what I'm going to do. And I can do this off screen. And if there's anything interesting, I can just record it and make it a standard video. I still, let's say, this game is hella fun. It's just, I don't think it's a great... it's going to be the greatest game to stream and keep entertaining when I'm just doing quests. Like, they're super fun for me, but it doesn't mean they're going to be the most fun to watch. So I'd rather just do them in my own time. So although a shorter stream, I think it's just the right call. I think it's just the right call to make. But I digress. Although I may be done with Granblue Fantasy for now, I might come back to do streams of it when like the new updates come out with like the super hard content, but I'm pretty content with what we've got. I'm pretty happy with what we've got. This game is phenomenal, and so far is my first real contender for potential Game of the Year. I know it's early, but it genuinely made such a positive impression on me. The main campaign is insanely fun. All the quests are hella addictive. Even the ones we did today were super fun and different and like out there. It's just that there's all quests now that I'm like, I don't know how good it'll be for streaming, but I know it'd be super fun to just keep playing through, especially if I do them online, because that is an option. Anyway, I'll be taking tomorrow off, but we'll be back with unfinished business on Thursday. So until then, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely really helps this little channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal in the description of every single video. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.